Hi, how about walking with me through a part of heaven that inspired a million eccentricities? Rambling up the eastern edge of Almora town in the Kumaon Himalayas of Uttarakhand is a maddening yet romantic trail that could only be described as, believe it or not, Crank's Ridge. In the world of art, rebellion often becomes mainstream when humans meet nature, as witnessed at Crank's Ridge. So, if you really want to get possessed, just put on your walking shoes and head to Almora. Your walk in the footsteps of greatness begins at the Uday Shankar Academy at secluded Falsima. For this is where, during an extended stay from 1936 to 1942, the dance maestro Uday Shankar invented a unique dance form that was a blend of Indian classical dance and the Kumaoni Ram Leela. He carried out a number of experiments in classical dance and music during this time, experiments that made him a worldwide sensation. His troupe in Almora included celebrated film personalities Guru Dutt and Zora Siegel, wannabe choreographers who ended up becoming great actors. Also part of his entourage was another legend, the sitar virtuoso, Pandit Ravi Shankar. From Falsima, we walk up to Simtola, where Uday Shankar dreamt of establishing a permanent center for the arts. This beautiful ridge today houses an eco park and some remarkable flora and fauna. Surrounded by Granite Hill and Hiradhungi, literally meaning Diamond Hill, Simtola really prepares us for the trail. We walk a few kilometers in a landscape of pine, interspersed with homesteads, to arrive at the Crank's Ridge. This walk encapsulates captivating views of not just Almora town, but also the plains below and the snow-capped peaks above. Philosophers, poets, scholars, painters, musicians all flocked to this magical landscape in search of what George Harrison called life divine. Amongst the earliest giants to arrive at the serene slopes of the Crank's Ridge was author D.H. Lawrence, who spent 2 summers here, lured in by his friends Earl and Aksha Brewster, both painters. The Brewsters built a beautiful home and studio on the Crank's Ridge, and Brewster utilized his stay here to compile a book on the life of the Buddha. Bob Dylan and Cat Stevens, on a tour of Asia, came and fell in love with this crazy landscape. Also to come in was Timothy Leary, father of the Hippie movement and professor of psychology at Harvard, who was once found streaking on the hill slopes of Crank's Ridge. Beat generation poet and Leary's friend Allen Ginsberg arrived soon after in 1962 and felt the ridge was a little like the Catskills in upstate New York, only more spiritual. George Harrison of the Beatles arrived soon after. Traveling from Rishikesh, a stay at the ridge was a great learning experience for him. Soon, the Beatles began to experiment with Indian sounds. For the song Within You Without You, their arrangement featured tanpura, sarangi, chaltaran, tabla, and of course, the sitar. Another song, India, India, asking the country for spiritual enlightenment, was soon released. Interestingly, John Lennon was also inspired by Allen Ginsberg and included his chants of Hare Krishna in the song I am the walrus. Buzzing with unrestrained creativity, Crank's Ridge emerged as a fulcrum of counterculture in the swinging 70s. Amazed at the pull this hill exerted on great minds, NASA trained its radars to the Crank's Ridge, only to find it bang on what is called the Von Allen Belt, a collection of charged particles that stick together due to the Earth's magnetic fields. There are only two other spots on Earth, Machu Picchu in Peru, South America, and Stonehenge in England, where such magnetic fields are experienced. The Von Allen Belt situates itself on the hill at the Khazar Devi Temple, a shrine that dates back to the 2nd century. An enchanting site of worship and meditation, it was built by ancient Kassites who migrated into the region in 900 BC from West Asia. The social group lends the deity Khazar Devi her name. Strewn around the temple are rock shelters that may have provided refuge to pastoralists and seekers. Further up the hill from Khazar Devi stands a Shiva Temple. Where, according to the Puranas, Parvati assumed the form of Kaushiki to slay the demons Shumbh and Nishumbh. A stone inscription placed here, dating back to the 6th and 7th century, records that the temple, along with another by the name of Rudreshwar, was built by King Rudrak. No wonder Swami Vivekananda arrived here in the 1890s to meditate. Walter Evans Wentz, a pioneer in Tibetan Buddhism who translated the Tibetan Book of the Dead, also lived at Khazar Devi for some time. A kilometer's descent leads one to the Drikung Kagyu Monastery, an order with its unique lineage of oral instruction. The Kagyu lineage has originated from the essence of reality, and their philosophy of existence transcends notions of space and time. The monastery here was established by Lama Angarika Govinda and his painter wife Lee Gautami. Lama Angarika later penned his fascinating journey from Almora to Tibet in a book titled The Way of the White Clouds. As with other charged spaces in the Crank's Ridge, the monastery was soon buzzing with activity and attracted the Buddhist scholar Robert Thurman and his wife Nina von Schlebrouge. Accompanying them was the 3-year-old Uma Thurman, who would grow up to be a celebrated Hollywood diva. Naturally, the name Uma was acquired here. Walking the Crank's Ridge gives us the perfect opportunity to introspect and dwell within oneself. Here, time stands still. This is the one walk in the Himalayas you must experience, all by yourself.